Yo, what's up? We're here for another edition of Behind the Mic. I'm your host, as always, Daily, and we're here at the University of Manitoba, and the sun is setting on another day. The sun is also setting on a long-time running local hip-hop and rap show, The Dope Joints. Now, for those of you that don't know, The Dope Joints is hosted by DJ Kinetic and DJ at Large. These two have had a long history here at the station, over 13 years running, and because of that, tonight we're here to hold it down in their honor. We're going to go up into the station, we're going to ask a few questions, we're going to see what's up on the final episode of The Dope Joints. But don't worry, because the sun is setting. No. We're not going to be doing this like the old school funeral. We want us to have a good time tonight, so we're going to play some old school tracks. We're going to hang out with some of the old school crowd, and for those of you that don't know, we're even here to pour a couple out. So make sure that you tune in, keep it locked. Daily 204. Peace.
And if you didn't know, actually, this is the last episode, the final farewell of the Dope Joints Hip Hop Mix Show. We haven't been around a whole lot in the last couple of weeks, but
few months. Well, I can't speak because I'm here half the time. When you're not here.
You were gone for like 7.5 years.
You know what, me and at Large have had some pretty good shows without you, Kinetic. When you're not around.
Okay. Alright, that's fair.
But
I've had a lot without Large. And
I'm sure there's been talk about Stressly when he's not in the house.
You're always on our minds.
Likewise.
Who would have known?
It's been a good run.
See, I mean, you know, if you want to get particular, Stress started the show, this format of the show on this station in 1998 on this station, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hip Hop 101.
And
started in September, I think.
But before that, he was kicking on Stress Files.
This is true.
And playing in the sandbox and all that kind of stuff.
At one point in my life.
But and here we are today. And Stress was gone for a long time, and I mean, this show's been all over the place. We'll get to it a little bit later, and we'll drop the knowledge, and we'll fix that Large's mic. But
let's get into the requests, and then.
He really wants this request.
Well, I don't want to play the Screwball instrumental for 10 minutes, and
I can listen to Screwball all night long. Definitely. Let's get into it then. We'll play this request for the guy, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's the Dope Joints Hip Hop Mix Show, www.umfm.com, online, 718 on MTS Cable TV, live and clear. Rob Crooks is here, Daly is here. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Send a big shout out to our old friend and a guy who helped build this thing, right? A guy named Elliot.
Oh.
Nestor Winrush.
Mr. Ness, yeah.
He put in so many blood, sweat, and pieces of tears into this station in general. But I mean, that guy used to live here and sleep in the station.
And I gotta give him
Yeah.
half the credit, if not more, for starting Hip Hop 101 with me, because
Yeah.
Dialogue actually wasn't even here. He was living in Toronto.
Right.
And Ness became my partner from the beginning. Of course, Dialogue naturally joined when he came back to Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
But
I remember this.
Yeah, it kind of left me high and dry. I was kind of like, holy cripes! I got a radio show. I got to do it by myself. And then I met Ness. I met him, and then we just started the show together.
I wonder if those callers want to get on the air.
Yeah.
You want to let a caller talk?
Mad
So
callers tonight.
the combination of Ness and Stress, you people can probably imagine if you don't remember those things. Morgan. Hey, what's up there? This is DJ Kinetic.
And who?
Man, it's James, Grasshopper calling.
Yeah, get out of here.
Wow.
Nice.
How you doing, man?
There's some royalty in the building.
Yeah. James, buddy, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, Stress.
Jeez, man. It's great to hear you here tonight.
Yeah, it's great.
How you guys been?
We've been doing okay, man. This is a great surprise. How the heck have you been doing, man? Living life?
Man.
Yeah.
No, everything's all good. I'm still out here in Vancouver. I was actually in Winnipeg a couple times during the last few weeks for some visits, man. So in and out of town, still seeing family, you know.
Nice.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, man. Just wanted to call and say, it's been a great run, man, and congrats on all the shows you guys been doing for a long time now, man. It's been crazy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It means a lot. And of course, you and the boys helped mold what is Winnipeg Hip Hop Radio with Tone Arm Tactics.
Yeah,
right around, we were all here at the same time, just a bunch of young crazy dudes with turntables and records and.
Yeah, man, it's a fun time. Actually, dug up some old Tone Arm Tactics episodes, man. Sun Tzu gave me a bunch of old cassettes and stuff to listen through, so I'm gonna try to.
Oh, cool.
Pop those in a little while and see, how things were back then. But
we should get those.
Man, that's what they call.
Those should be podcasted.
They should, man. I'd like to hear them.
Yeah,
me
too.
I've got so much footage on like cassette, on VHS.
Cool.
Video in general. Like if it's all this crazy old school hip hop Winnipeg nostalgia. Like I just gotta download it. You know what I mean? Like it's all there.
Do it, man. Do it. That's
yeah,
great.
So.
At large is just DJing behind us and his mic's broken, but I'm gonna give him my mic here and because he wants to say something.
Sure.
Yo, peace, Grasshopper.
Hey, how you been, man?
I'm chilling, man. Thanks a lot for giving us a call.
Of course. Had to pay my respects to all you guys. Had to do it.
We appreciate it, man. Like, wouldn't you know it, we do this for 14 years, and the very last show, the mic isn't working.
I know, I've been listening, man. It's ridiculous. What kind of timing is that?
It's messed up, man.
Hilarious, man.
I guess I'll just have to concentrate on DJing.
And yours?
Say again?
Everything's all good with you? You and the family?
I can't complain, man. Actually, I'll drop the bomb right now, man. One of the reasons why I kind of have to maybe segue from the show is wifey's pregnant, so.
Oh, congratulations, bro.
Yay.
Yeah!
That feels good. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm 8 months in that boat, so, yeah, man, it's a life changer, all for the good.
For sure, man. I can't wait. All right, man. I'm gonna go drive the boat.
Yes. Congratulations again, guys. Respect, and best of luck to all you guys afterwards, of course.
To you as well, man.
All right. Take care, man. Peace.
You too.
Take
Peace.
care, man.
Take care. Peace.
What's up? Haven't heard from him in a long time, and that was nice.
Yeah.
Tone Arm Tactics, of course, if anyone, the old school Winnipeg dudes will remember. You have DJ Grasshopper, a young up-and-coming champion DJ with the fastest fingers in Winnipeg.
For sure, man.
And then you have Sun Tzu, the guy with all the connections. So he gets all these records and he gives them to Grasshopper and he does them live, just slams them down every Friday night and jams them. I think most of the time, I don't even think he heard those records before. Sun Tzu would just bring them. And he would just throw down and jam real hard. Him and Rep 1 and Sun Tzu, so big shouts out to those guys too. Can't forget them at all.
So we're here at UMFM 101.5. We're actually here with the man himself at large who's been rocking it for years and years and years. So we're actually here to get a little bit of feedback on what he actually thinks about the local scene, the show, a little bit of the history, and I guess this moment in time with it being such a, history-making moment here in Winnipeg hip-hop.
Yeah.
So why don't we start first with, Matt, you've been doing this show for so long. What to you stands out the most? In all the years, what has been like the craziest thing, or maybe the one thing that when you think to yourself, man, I can't believe that happened, what's the one thing that you kind of pops into your head, man?
One time there was a show here at University Center. It was Roselle, and opening up was Cardinal Official, and they came here to the show, and we hung out at the show, and then we went downstairs to kind of pop in to see them do their set and that kind of stuff, and then they came back up here after their set, and at one point we were downstairs behind the scenes talking to Roselle and stuff, and he was super grumpy. He was not impressed with being in Winnipeg whatsoever. Wouldn't say one word to us, but Cardinal, he's just a Canadian dude. He's a good guy, so he took us over to Wise Guys, and because he was Cardinal, we had kind of backstage access to the bar, and we just kind of walked in the back door of the bar onto the dance floor. There's a bunch of ladies dancing. All of a sudden, we're walking onto the dance floor with Cardinal Official and his whole crew, so it was just kind of like, what?
That's dope.
No one wanted to talk to us, but it was just kind of a cool moment. That was related to the show.
Hey, man, even to be part of the entourage has got to be a cool thing, man. It's got to be a cool thing.
It was.
Now, have you guys had any favorite phone-up guests? Have you had anyone that's called up over the years that you've thought either this guy knows his stuff or what is this guy on? Either or.
What is this guy on? Necro. This guy knows his stuff would be probably one of my favorites. Would be Capital D from All Natural.
Nice.
Just a really intelligent dude. That's an excellent writer, an excellent lyricist, just a real sharp thinker, and is able to put his thoughts into rhyme very well and get it across very clearly.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Personally, I would have figured Necro, a little bit of what's he on, but hey, man, that's cool. That's cool.
There's also been a lot of dudes that we interviewed that we didn't really want to interview. We were just kind of doing favors for promoters, and you know, these guys are all just about, they want to get their name out there, and they don't want to talk about anything else. So it's funny, you try and segue and maybe get to know the person a little bit, and it's just like, we got the new record coming out this Tuesday, y'all gonna pick it up? And we're just kind of like, yeah, man, for sure. Then we never really played their records on the show, though.
Well, I guess since this is the fun one and you're closing up, you're not dropping too many bombs, so hopefully you don't get a bunch of hate mail in the email tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, man, you dropped it a little bit in there, that one of the reasons why you're closing up shop, for a little bit anyways, is because you're moving on in the family. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that, man?
Well, yeah, sure. Like, back in 2007, I took a break from doing radio for a year and a half because I was getting married, and I was just starting to feel like I put a lot of work into the show, where like at least 1 or 2 nights a week I'm going through music, figuring out what songs go good with each other, like really doing behind the scenes work, and getting ready for the wedding was starting to suffer because I was doing all this. So I took a break, and then in fall of 2008, Kinetic gave me a shout, and we hooked back up until today. And again, it's kind of feeling like that, you know. We got a lot of stuff to do over the next half a year to get ready for the baby, renovations of the house. I can't be spending 2 nights a week fiddling around in the lab with MP3s and records.
Sounds like
for this point in my life.
Sounds like you never know when that next call might come, though. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Well, myself, I'm really happy to be here because, like I was saying on the opening, to me, this isn't the end. This is not a funeral. This is not a bad time, man. To me, this is like an Irish wake, man. And I'm here to help celebrate with you guys the 13 years that you guys have been doing this, man.
Yes.
So, you know, on behalf of myself, the rest of Winnipeg's community, Canadian hip-hop, I just want to thank you boys for doing what it is that you guys do, man, because like, I know, like myself as a young artist, you guys helped me, you guys helped other guys, and you guys have always held down the local scene. And, you know, we got nothing but love for you guys, the station, the show, the whole bit. Before we get out of here, though, you know, because this is your show and that, is there anything you want to say, anything that you want to kind of say before, you know, we go ahead, you know, black out and you know, do our thing?
If anyone out there thinks they can do what we did, you have your ear, your finger to the pulse of true school hip-hop music, come down, talk to the station manager, Jared, and tell him. You'll be able to get a time slot, I would think, if you're a smart dude. And as far as just music goes, keep searching for that real hip-hop, man. Stuff that is positive, musical, intelligent, colorful.
Yeah.
Stuff that needs to be promoted.
Yeah.
It's not really in the mainstream. It is out there plentifully, but you have to dig for it a bit. So we need ambassadors for it to step forward.
Speaking the truth, man. Speaking the truth, for sure. You heard it here first. Behind the mic, we're here with my boy at large. We're gonna check out a little bit more of the show, but again, man, it's been a pleasure having you here. Bring it in there. That's how we do it. Behind the mic, Daily 204 at large. We're gonna get back in there. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
Right, it's always been the most consistent thing in my and at large life, for sure, over the years. You know, it outlasted jobs, relationships, school, everything. You know, life. It always evolves, and this thing was always the same for us. Came here every week, and we we spent our time all week digging for new music, bridging gaps and trying to bring people new music and artists for so long, and it took so much of our time and energy. So it was. I mean, it definitely lasted longer than I ever thought getting into this thing, and I got to give it all to Large. What? For even, just calling me up one night and saying, hey man, come down to the radio show. I'll scoop you up. He had this crazy little maroon car. What car was that?
Nissan Sentra.
Sentra, yeah. Sentra. So anyway, he'd come scoop me up. I'd get off work. I'd come here in my work clothes. I worked at a gas station, and I would answer the phones, and At Large and Dialogue and DJ Stress would spin the tunes. And these guys were acquiring the records from American distribution labels, and they were sending Dialogue and DJ Stress all the brand new shit, because they knew they'd play it and do it correctly in the mix show fashion, which was kind of scarce in Canada anyway at the time. Not to mention Winnipeg, there still isn't really been anything like it. And they were reporting to all the different magazines and helping chart the records and build careers of guys from Dilated Peoples, the whole West Coast underground hip-hop movement, all the California guys and Bay Area hip-hop. I know we were the first to play all of it.
Oh yeah, probably in Canada. I had some records that people just need to get serviced up here. And connections, record pools.
The interviews that we've had over the years, some of them we were lucked out on. We had some really great connections. Some of them were just weird, strange. But we had fun the whole time, and we want to thank all the industry heads out there that have held us down for so long. I mean, there's so many of them. Guys like Foundation Media and Lee LaRue. Dan Shores, always been a really good homie. Jessica Spector, I mean, she pretty much helped build this college radio scene, not just for us, but I mean for everybody. Guys like the drum, Kevy Kev out in Berkeley, I know was a big deal. And the TPLN thing, the whole operation that was that. The beginning of online radio, we were there and we were a pretty substantial part of it, I believe. We can end the show knowing that we did some pretty good things.